Hi there, I hope everybody's well. My name's Kristen. I'm going to be sharing some divine messages with you today. Let's ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. If you're surrounded in divine white light, just tap in, let me know you're here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you. All right, so I have 3 decks here. We're going to start with the Angels and Ancestors deck, and then we'll move on to the Gods, Goddesses, and Angels deck, and then we'll do Moonology, okay? All right, let's see what the messages are for today. Thank you. Magic Guardian, unlocking the magic within. Wow. I love that. I feel like this is like the quest you're on, is like this development, right? This awareness and this self-development, and realizing that you really are like a phoenix rising, okay? I feel like you may have actually gone through like initiation by fire. With the Magician here, I'm getting, this is you co-creating with the universe, okay? Which is beautiful. We have the Traveler, moving in a new direction. So you may be experiencing other areas of the world. You may be called to travel. You may be called to explore even like parts that may like resonate with you. Maybe you've never been there in this lifetime, but maybe you're being asked to kind of like revisit where you might have been in a past life. You might be having things like that come up for you. So maybe like you may feel a strong resonance with like the Holy Lands, or Italy, Ireland, Sweden, maybe even like Hawaii, Bali. There's several places, Egypt, there's a lot of like going to visit certain locations. Okay, there's a new direction that you're being called to go in. And then there's this energy of like honoring your inner knowing, right? You have this ability to really tap in. You may have a strong lineage here, okay, like ancestral lineage. You may have like a medicine mother, or you may have been a medicine mother in a previous life, or you've had someone in your lineage that has, and so you have access to this wisdom and knowledge. I feel like you are honoring your inner knowing. This is like the healer energy, and this is the bottom of the deck. So this is you being open to healing information. So you could be a practitioner of some kind. So this could be like Reiki, sound, all kinds of different directions to go with this. And then there's also some energy here about being a seer. So you might be able to see through the veil. You could be a clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. Feel like you see beyond the current situations of things, and you're able to tap in. Okay, I feel like you may even be able to use this to help with healing. So if you are a channel, you're able to channel healing energy. So you could be someone who's practicing this. I feel like you're being graceful in your movements and your actions, kind of like stealthy. All right, like a Shaolin master. I feel like you're having to, be very strategic, okay, about your moves. All right, I feel like you use your abilities to make moves and when not to make moves. Okay, let's see what else there is. Seeing things from a higher perspective, like an eagle. It's like that, like higher perspective. Yeah, that's amazing. It's like tapping in to higher wisdom and knowledge and being able to ground that here in the physical. So I feel like, birds might be very significant, but what I'm getting is like you're here to help Mother Nature, Mother Earth, right? You're feeling loved and comforted. Okay, know that you are loved and comforted. Okay, I feel like you're here to help humanity and Mother Gaia. I feel like there's been a lot of growth and development, and I feel like you're enjoying this growth. You've planted a lot of seeds, and it's like time to harvest. There's this reaping of rewards energy. I feel like, You plant something, you nurture it, and you harvest it, and then you like replant it. It's like continuous, okay? It's like you pay it forward energy. Okay, we have Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. You are very deserving of love. And I feel like this is a beautiful signature of, you know, that you have like truly loved and lost, right? I feel like you're embracing the energy of peace at this time. I feel like you have very much had to fight lots of wars and battles, okay? So there's this energy of peace, right? I'm also getting autumn time and spring. So releasing the old and resting, and then soon spring and seeding, your seeds grow. So I feel like you're starting to see things that you've, again, like planted, right? Your seeds are growing, okay? So I feel like things are kind of springing and blooming into action. But I do feel like there's been this like cycle of peace, downtime, kind of like rest, maybe purging, okay? I feel like there's been some purging here so that like when it comes time to go in a new direction, like you can spring to action, okay? Yeah, and then we have the Stag. This is about trusting and thriving, okay? Especially in challenging times, okay? This is like being a leader, not a follower. Okay, so this also could be an energy that's coming into yours, or this could be your energy. I feel like they're asking for you to take note of intuitive messages at this time. I feel like there is shapeshifter energy transforming and unveiling your gifts. All right, so I'm getting like these come from so many different directions. So, you know, I feel like you literally can do what you need to do to accomplish what you need to accomplish. I feel like this is you being fearless and really tapping into your natural instincts, okay? Again, strong instincts, strong intuition, strong like understanding nature and all its messages, synchronicities, cycles, process. Like you're following the process is also what I'm getting. You may get a lot of messengers when it comes to the spiritual communication through animals. All right, you might be able to like read that energy as well. So you might see a lot of like communication, like it's like spirit animal communication. Track down your fears and desires. Yeah, I was talking about being fearless. I feel like you're the hunter, not the hunted. Maybe somebody thought that you were prey and found out that they're the ones being hunted. I don't know. I feel like there's been some sort of switch. Animal guardians, trusting your instincts, confirmation that you do receive a lot of messages from the spiritual realm, and it comes in all kinds of forms, shapes, and sizes, my loves. All right, very good. Thank you for confirming that message. I'm also getting like, if something doesn't feel right, doesn't seem right, then go with that. Like, don't second guess yourself. You may also feel like there's a bit of needing to kind of like protect and defend, or there's an energy coming in that feels like you need this from them. All right, so I don't know who that's for, but something about the summer, I feel like you're part of a hive, like you're the queen bee, this is time to bask in this beautiful gold elixir. It's like joy and light, okay? So whatever your peace is, whatever your joy and light is, it's protected, okay? Maybe even from like unseen forces, like maybe you would never think like something like this would protect you, but don't get it twisted. That might be very much the case. You might be protected because I feel like they're in this hive, they're in this like circle of trust, they're in this like protective space, and they work together as one. This is like oneness. And I feel like that's what's being protected here. right? There's like this whole community oneness here, this unity, okay, hive here that's being protected. And then we have a sage at the bottom. So this is saying be devoted and committed. All right, so you're being asked to be committed to what you're here to do. All right, there could be some time to reflect and kind of see, or maybe this is you. You very much could be a mirror guardian. So you are a mirror to other people so that they can see themselves through you. And sometimes people don't want to reflect, or they don't like what they see. And so sometimes there's this like maybe like retaliation that happens, but I feel like you mirror back to people what they need to see. Maybe from like a subconscious, maybe they're not aware of something, and you make them aware just by having some sort of interaction with you in some kind of way. Okay, but this also can speak to the fact that like you also need to do this. All right, 111 on the timer. All right, so take time to reflect where you're being guided to. Take a look at things and see if they're really still in alignment, or if there's adjustments that need to be made here. Okay, any final messages? Yeah, confirmation that you feel strongly enough to claim that you're a wise one. I feel like you're somebody who grows within the current situations. I feel like this is not your first rodeo. And you're very like connected to, again, like the animal realm. All right, so I feel like you may have some familiars, or, you know, something really amazing. I feel like you have a very strong relationship here, okay, with the Creator. I feel like you trust in the unknown, okay? And, you know, there's so much that you bring to the table here. So this could be masculine or feminine. I feel like it's a very strong energy. And I feel like, you know, you were called, you answered the call. It's kind of like reminding me of like Harry Potter when they send the owls. And those are the messengers. And I feel like, you know, you received an owl asking for your help to, you know, be here at this time, like knock, 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 okay? And I feel like you responded to the call, okay? Feathers, you know, feathers might be very significant for you. Okay, so that's the first part of this reading. Wow, we got some good stuff here. I'm going to pick these up and I'm going to do another part. So let's just... This deck is the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck, and it's the first deck I ever got. I don't even remember when. It was so long ago. Look at, and I have shuffled these cards. Look at Angel of Psychic Ability. Your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at present. Okay. Wise One. Sky Father. Look at this. Shaman, trust higher forces. Okay. A knight, be brave and honest. Drop your shields, protection guardian. You are protected. And then we have a great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. This is like walking with the Holy Spirit. Okay. Angel of Psychic Abilities. All right, we'll keep you out. You're not done? Fine. Everybody's out. I feel like these are like really important like energies to work with. And then we have Air Guardian. So shift your perception. I feel like you are very strong when it comes to your intuitive abilities, like a strong psychic. Like if you go into a room, you probably can read the energy in the room. All right, that kind of energy, like that kind of power. Okay. Rainbows might be very significant. You might be able to read energy. You might be able to see different auras in people, and depending on what they're experiencing or their emotions, you might be able to notice the different levels of things, like, you know. So I feel like the layers here are really important, and being able to like see through. You might be able to see through like to the matrix, to the grids, right? You might be seeing like energy fluctuations. I don't know. Some like, okay. They're like, just grab the card. Okay. What do you want to share here? God of oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at this moment. Thank you. That was beautiful. Wise one, Sky Father. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at this moment. And I'm getting like, this is ancestral. Okay, look at these roots. This is a tree, and it's kind of like you're like a part of their tree, their family tree. Okay, which is beautiful. Look at angel of support. The universe has heard your silent call for help, right? And here's Sky Father. Trust in the unknown. Okay, ask angel of universe and angel of joyfulness. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking, right? Far beyond your earthly experience here. Okay, Sky Father. Okay, so there's a lot of blue energy. This is a lot of universal energy. All right, so this is like a lot of third eye too, like being able to go in other realms and you know, bring back something youthful in the moment. Okay, trusting in higher forces. Something wondrous and magical is about to happen. I feel like it's as a result of your transformation. All right, the universe has heard your silent call for help. Okay, and so we have a knight here. Be brave and honest. Okay. I feel like this wise one, maybe either this is representing you in this energy, or I feel like this is a strong spirit guide energy. I feel like you have a lot of spirit guides, okay? This is like representing your spiritual team. Look at, there's a knight coming, or you're the knight. Be brave and honest. All right, time to look at how you value yourself. Issues of self-love. This is an angel of soul love, okay? So there might have been something that you had to go through that required you to be brave and honest, especially with yourself. I feel like you needed to see where you were accepting less than you deserve. And I feel like you went through a process of learning how to love yourself again and bringing yourself back into harmony, okay? I feel like the issues of self-love you've worked on. Good job. Okay. Goddess of the unknown. A new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. And this is dropping your shields. Protection guardian. All right. So I feel like there's something here that is going to be amazing, and it's a new chapter, and I feel like you're going to have new experiences that you probably never envisioned for yourself. Okay, so remove fear and embrace the unknown. Okay, goddess of compassion. Let's work on how we speak about ourselves, how we think about ourselves. We want to have compassion for ourselves first and foremost, and then we help others with our compassion. Like, we deserve the compassion too. So self-criticism can diminish your sense of self-worth. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're learning from this spiritual lesson and experience. Okay, you may be sharing this with other people because you've been called to kind of step up and pay it forward in some sort of way. Okay, I feel like you walk by faith and you walk with spirit. Like, spirit is who is with you, okay, at all times. So I feel like there's a need to kind of like recognize how we're not being kind to ourselves, and see if we can, you know, work on giving ourselves more love. Maybe there's a bit of things to focus on that does, you know, replenish, which would be like our diet, our nutrition. So maybe paying more attention to what you eat and drink. You intuitively know what's good for you. So listen to your body, okay? All right, so we're going to use this deck next. Okay. We're going to use the Moonology deck. Okay, thank you. Confidence is your key to success. Lion energy, fierce. Okay? Like fierce recognizes fierce. Okay? Working through the fears, releasing our attachments to the old narratives that no longer fit this new timeline that you're in. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay? More lion energy. Leo, you may deal with 2 Leos. Look at, okay? So if Leos could be very heavy in your energy. You also have Scorpio energy. So this talks about like, woof, I feel like things are going to come up. So they might sting a bit, but you might need to like deal with them as they come up. Don't let your pride get in the way. There is a need to like release something. What's this? Okay, you and how you value yourself. Like they need you to kind of like use this energy, transmute it so that it is in an energy of like courage, confidence, overcoming things, having balance between, you know, spirituality and being practical about it, logical about it. Okay. All right. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay. Cancer energy, new moon and Cancer energy. That's all right. What else we got over here? Okay. Thank you. Both of these. All right. Your commitment is being tested and it's time to take action. Okay. So it's kind of like a new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. Okay. And then it's like your commitment is being tested. Okay. Do you really want what you say you want? Like, are you taking the necessary steps and actions to bring in what you want? This is like grabbing it by the horns. Honk, honk. All right. It's time to release negativity. All right. And whatever energy that is. Okay. Is there anything else you want to share? Okay. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay, so things are not like sitting still. Things are playing out as they're meant to play out. Okay, looking at the bigger picture here. Okay, where are we really focused on the minutia, the microcosm, when we may need to see things from a bigger picture here? Whoa, hey now. Someone's getting spicy and impatient. You, look at the card. I feel like this is the last card. You are good enough, okay? Exclamation point, full moon in Virgo. What do you need to release? The fact that you don't think you're good enough. You are good enough, okay? Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Thank you, Spirit. All right. I have a favorite card. The end of a tough cycle approaches. A win-win outcome is forecasted. Libra energy, so justice and balance is being restored here. Step out of your comfort zone into your north node. And then this has been a time for healing, okay? Right now it's time for healing. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed these beautiful messages. I hope you have the most amazing day. And I will see you on the next one. See you next time.